Okay, I have another question about repeated notes.
Yes.
I
famous,
said it, I think the toccata is. It used to be very comfortable.
It used to
Right now I can play it, but it's not as comfortable as before.
You want to take a
Am I-
picture of me watching?
No, but it doesn't know. It's really like
Okay.
it used to be more comfortable.
Okay, so what are you thinking? Because you know the steps.
Yes, I'm
What are you
thinking
thinking?
like right, left, left, right, left, left, and getting a little bit higher, you know, like the shaping, and a little bit in and out.
What's your in and out?
So it's like out, so out, out, in, out, out, in, out, out, in.
Okay.
Yes, so
Okay.
I just
Are you timing the
the
key?
key.
You know something? All of those movements end up playing keys. So the movements don't live for the movements. So they are to get you to the piano and put that key down with a certain, you know, with comfort, with speed, and to get the right sound. And it's all possible to do it with
I
one
think
shot.
I am not exact on shaping, and sometimes maybe coming out on the third, I practice it.
Yes.
Then when I like look, it's out, out, in, so out, out, in, out, out. But I think I'm not sure exactly the highest point. It's not the, it's between third and second, I feel, isn't it? Like 1, 2, 3, 4. It's
So when you do 3, 2, 1, what's the highest point?
3 to 1.
Yeah, no, the 3 notes.
3 notes is the middle one.
Okay.
But there's a fourth.
With a four
so
note,
1,
right.
2, it's between 3 and 2. But I'm not sure that I am doing it. I know it. But can you just watch?
Let me just try.
Like, really, I just.
You know something, it's so small that it's hard.
Yeah.
You know, I just wonder if when you're doing all of that, first of all, even the out in, it's very small. Another thing to watch, you know, when you're doing all of that, are you aware that the forearm is actually landing in a different place? You are.
No, I should just check.
I want you to know, what do I mean? You know, rotation is just that.
Yes.
The rotation works together what we call walking hand in arm. You know, the down part, like walking. The down part, the lifting to move across and go down. What we call, you know, moving laterally. Now, people sometimes talk about moving laterally, but laterally in itself, without the rotation, is a little bit too big and is not fast enough. You know, the question is always, what are the fastest, the movements, the forearm movements that will be as fast as the fingers. So the forearm is always changing spots. You know, you go even to here. We say rotation, but the teacher watches that the forearm is shifting or being shifted, you know, from finger to finger. When we play the same key, if we play the same thing and all of that, it's in the same place. But when we go to 3, we're here. When we go to 2, we have shifted. The rotation is going to the left, but the forearm is actually not in the same place. It's tiny bit different. So if we try to be in the same place, yeah, I mean, you don't even see, you don't see the shifting of my forearm because it's very, very small. But when I'm here, I'm here. When I'm here, I'm here. When I'm here, I'm here. And all those movements are to put it together and make it go fast and secure.
I forgot.
See if that it could be that it's not an issue, but check it. How's that? When that doesn't happen, it's like not having air to breathe.
Yes, but still, I just need to look out, in, so it's out,
And then there's the whole issue. There's a key that is going down. There's a key that is going up and going down again. So we have to be very sensitive to the repeat of the key. Now the key can only, no matter how fast we go, the motions have to be fast, but the key has its speed. It can go, you know, we can go faster, but when we go very fast, it hits us back. Every action has a reaction equal and opposite. There are problems with that. It can go up to a certain speed without having any symptoms. But what we have also in arsenal of information is that we don't have, the key doesn't have to come all the way up. It just has to release to the point of sound. So you can catch the key. So I can move very fast, but the key is not moving so fast. The key is moving the speed of the key. But I'm catching it. When I was telling Jim, don't go like that. You don't need to be staccato or to release something. You actually don't need to feel short. It's another perception in reality. It feels like it's enough staccato, but it doesn't feel short. And when it feels short, it's already tight. But there are even speeds to staccato, so catch the key and really get a feeling. Now, you're lucky if you have a good piano because some repeats, but if I got a piano that is not good, I time the repeat of that key. Right. Do you have grouping of the beat?
No.
You have to have some kind of a grouping. How's that? It's not 100% even.
Yeah, it's not even.
It's not 100% even.
So let me do it slow for just.
No, but when you do it slow, there is a staccato. When you repeat a key, the key has to come up. You can't play it down and stay down.
Okay.
So you have to feel that there is, that there's you're going down, but there's an action, little action that sends it a little bit up. Do it a little bit slower. It's also possible that your fingers are too soon. They're not lazy enough. How's that? You have to wait for the key. You have to wait for the key. You're not waiting for the key. Slow it down a little bit and really feel. No, this is not 1 second.
Okay.
You really have to feel. If you're going like that, this is, I would teach people because when they play staccato, there's so much of the up that I will say, before the up there's a down. It's like a bouncing ball, or when you're jumping on a trampoline, that there's a down before, And there is a feeling of when you get to the bottom, it's part of all staccato. It comes down, with gravity, and there is a tiny little action that sends you back up, and it comes down again. So there's a feeling of being sent, So I don't know if they're in with, a little bit when it gets a little bit, fingery, and also that maybe when you practice slow, you practice the down, like
Yes.
that. Okay, but that's not the reality.
Yes.
If you
Maybe
want to feel the feeling, but the full feeling is, I'm playing down, but I'm being like that, but I'm being sent up. If you're not being sent up, you're not going to get to the next key. So it's a very minimal staccato action. Okay?
That's true.
So we have to practice. Sometimes we practice in steps, but we have to in the end to practice what the reality is in the end. Don't rush it. Think longer on the two. Something? Do not think the rotation. You have the rotation. Don't think the rotation. It may be too big. Don't think it. It's there. Just think the shape. So this is a case, again, maybe showing rotation. There's a little bit too big a rotation for the speed. How's that? But be careful it doesn't get this. Let's see. Look, when you play fast, it shouldn't feel fast.
How? This is
Feel slower.
It's,
Think slower. You can go. How's that?
It's better. It's a lot better. But
It sounds like a contradiction, but what it is, sometimes the fingers are too fast.
Yeah. Sometimes it clicks, suddenly, and it's.
But you want to know that the click stays there.
Yes, stays there. Yes. So I will just work
Practice a little bit and bring it back.
I will bring it back.
Did it feel better when you didn't think, fast fingers?
Yes, like the
Speed
also
has to do
the
not
arm.
with how fast the fingers are. The fingers are fast when they go like that. How fast are the motions that get you from finger to finger? Because the going into the key has its own speed, and it's not fast. Again, micro. Talking micro.
And I'm still, when it gets fast, I think I'm still going a little bit in with the third, not out of I will just check that as well.
But you know something, it's out, out, once
Like,
again.
I'm staying in a little bit on the third, I think, not
Too much. There should be a feeling of space. It should feel spacious. How's that?
it's fine, but it's easier, but I am not,
You want to know what I feel?
yes, it's very
I think I have all the time in the world. Yeah, you're too fingery.
Yes.
I feel all the time in the world.
I have. Okay, the last thumb
Yeah, has to turn you.
has to turn me.
Yeah.
But then.
So it's a little bit more of an action.
Okay.
It's a little bit too fingery.
Yeah. I will work on it and I will bring it.
you know, because what goes up and down is not just the fingers. It's this whole mechanism and however small it is. You know? Yeah. I think that you have to bring that a little bit slower. How's that?
I think there's a problem between second finger and the thumb.
Okay.
Like, when I do it slow, okay, like,
Want to do it slow again? Make sure that when you get to the 2, you balance with the 2. Are you balanced on the 2 or are you a little bit this way? It's a double rotation to the thumb. Because what I don't hear clearly is the 2.
yes, I feel that.
How's that? Make sure that
Still a little bit, I think I'm still trying a little bit hard.
feel more from the forearm.
Okay, I will not.
But check that the 2 is,
Yes.
you know. Now, when you land on the thumb, stop on the thumb for a minute. Is the thumb good by itself?
Yeah.
Okay. And then you have a little single, you know, to
Yes.
the throat. Yeah, so it continues. You don't stop on it.
Okay, maybe.
So it's also, it could be that what she's thinking is the rotation 3, 2, 1.
Yes, maybe.
But it could be 1 to 3, which is a single rotation is missing. I don't know, you tell me. Does that make it easier?
Yes, but it's very precise. I have to make it sure that the second is not affected by the.
Going to the thumb.
Yes, so like I'm not, I think, exactly stop it.
When you move to the thumb, make sure that the 2 doesn't fall to the right. Doesn't tilt.
Okay.
Doesn't tilt. Right. What's that?
It's better, but I need to put it in. I think I thought so much about it, and I just will. I didn't think about the arm
Yeah, the
moving on the shifting
yeah,
on different
yeah,
places,
yeah.
and I will think about the from the third to the one, the single, and the second
So
balance.
the 1 to the 3 also.
One to the three.
Yeah.
From 1 to the 3, not from the third.
The other thing is, how far down are you going? Are you digging?
More close sound, maybe.
But are you landing on, you feel on the bottom? I mean, enough of the bottom that you